Greetings, friends, and welcome to Captain Samuel's... I forgot what I was going to say, actually. Who Goes Here was first published in 1977 by Bob Shaw, a writer from Northern Ireland. It is comedy science fiction. In the far future, a person can't be prosecuted for a crime if they can't remember it. If a person joins the Space Legion, then their memory of committing crimes is erased, so they basically get off the hook. The more crimes a person committed, the more memories get erased. And a man wakes up from the memory erasing chamber with his entire memory wiped. His whole life is gone, and so it's assumed that he was an ultra-criminal monster. The man's fake name is War and Peace. Haha, get it? And he is most displeased to discover he has joined the Space Legion. He has been brainwashed to obey all commands from commissioned officers, and his first official orders are to hand over his only $20 bill to the recruiter and act like a rooster. From there, he learns that his unit is sponsored by Savory Shrimp Sauce Company, and they can only afford to give his unit minimal equipment. He is issued a plastic helmet, an athletic cup, and some anti-gravity boots he can't control. He also gets a radiation rifle, which doesn't work in rain, mist, or smoke. With zero training and barely a pep talk, War and Peace and his unit are sent off to fight brutal battles for stupid reasons on other planets. So then he goes absent without leave and escapes from the Space Legion, and then various comedic hijinks ensue as he tries to recover his memory of who he is. And this involves time travel, multiple versions of himself, and bronze-skinned supermen called Oscars who relentlessly pursue him. In terms of what I liked and didn't like about the book, this book was hilarious. I was reading this book and just literally laughing out loud. Not just the fake LOL, really laughing out loud. It was great. Especially if you've been in the military, all the comedy is spot on. I also appreciated that the story moved fast, and the mystery of solving War and Peace's identity kept me engaged. The prose was crisp and witty. Now, the second half of the book wasn't quite as good for me. After he escapes from the military, it felt a bit jumbled and bogged down in excessive plot devices like multiple versions of himself and time travel. I did like that the ending was pro-peace, but the resolution to the story felt a bit abrupt and kind of relied on some Deus Ex Machina moments. But overall, this was a hilarious, witty read that I think can be especially enjoyed if you have experience in the military, and even if you don't, it's still a witty, interesting read with a pro-peace message. 5 stars, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. So before we go, I thought we'd do a little plinking with this radiation rifle. This is the most technologically advanced weapon that the Space Legion has. So the first thing we want to do is safety precautions for radiation rifle marksmanship, and be sure your target, the cans, and beyond. And what's beyond this wood line is actually some hiking trails, and I've taken the safety precaution of assuming that nobody's walking back there this time of day. So your fundamentals of radiation rifle marksmanship can be described with the acronym STAB. S stands for swag. You want to have some kind of a cool posture when you're firing your radiation rifle? That's important. T is for tug on the trigger. Really tug that trigger. Let it know who's boss. A is for auto aim. You want to make sure that's on in the options. And B is for boom. That's what all guns should do. So, here we go. The knock goes to and... Well, I forgot that even though this is advanced weaponry, it doesn't work on overcast days, so maybe some other time. See ya.